Morning, everyone. Rob Lukey with our Capital Group. I wanted to take a couple seconds to go over our Capital Group. Go ahead and talk a little bit about what we're doing there. Also, talk about thank you for the support in business and Shop Prop Realty. It was our best year ever this year. And go over the Shiller Index when it comes to the home prices. As most of us know, the Shiller Index is the most widely used index when it comes to home prices, and just released their November 26th, just released their third quarter, the third quarter release, and we saw a 13.3% year over year. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this because we're probably going to see in the next week here the discussion of a bubble and probably the discussion of this big move. This was actually the biggest 13.3% is the biggest move that we've seen since 2006 year over year. And I'll kind of go over my thoughts on that real quick. My thoughts are that this 12% move, I think you have to smooth this whole average out. In other words, we saw the top peak in 2006. We saw obviously this big decline in 2008, and then this recovery that's occurred over the last over the last 5 years. And so if you take that the 5 years, add on let's say the 1 to 2 years of decline, you're talking a 6 to 7 years and about a 24% return recovery, right? So you're talking about a 4% return, which is generally a decent average for real estate overall. We also know that you're seeing you have a 10-year cycle generally when you have this move in real estate where you have this drop. So do I think we could continue to see a 12% year over year return? No. But if anybody's been listening to these for any length of time, I've said over and over again that you'd see this V bottom recovery because of this significant drop. And that's kind of what we've seen. I anticipate that even though we won't see this 12%, which is what this is year over year, maybe we drop down into 4 to 3 as we go over through this next 3 to 4 year cycle. Because if you take a look at it and look at it from a more realistic view and say that really home prices are up to their second quarter, 2004 second quarter results, prices. So if you look at that, are we in a bubble getting back up to those 2004 levels? I'd probably argue that we're not, even though maybe in some different areas we might see some room for a move. But I think we've already started to see that softening. The fourth quarter, I think, is going to come in a lot softer than you saw the third. The majority of the 13% recovery that we saw was in the first and second quarter of this year. And even if you go and look at the numbers and look at the month over month, what you'll see is that we're already starting to see a little bit of that drop. When you look at it, here's of the 5% August change, and we had 3, right? Los Angeles, same thing. We had 2. We had a 2%. That was in August, and if you would have went up, that's 3 in July and so forth. We only had 1.1. You're gonna have a month over month or a quarter where I anticipate that you may even see a negative. But overall, I still think the trend is up, and I think that you're gonna see this recovery occur sometime over the next 3 to 5 years, where we'll probably see the market break out of even the 2007 levels. Getting to our Capital Group, again, you can always follow us via our website without having to log in. If you want a trial user, you can do that for free. You can go ahead and sign up, and you can actually get full access to the software if you want, and by signing the documents, so basically a buyer's and a user agreement. If you have an account, you obviously can see these are the current holdings that we currently have. These are the properties that I own, and then obviously other partners own a piece of these properties. If you do own the properties, you can always then go in and you can see what's going on with them as far as rehab, as far as what's happening as far as the property goes. You can look at research on the property. As far as that, just similar to a stock account, the same kind of environment. as far as if you don't want to be an active trader where you're finding properties yourself, an active investor, you can always be a passive investor where you basically say, hey, I want to invest, $50, $100,000 into real estate. Pardon me. So you would go to your place of passive bid, and you could simply go invest $100,000 in the next three properties, or at OCG's discretion. You can pick the counties that you're interested in, or keep it at OCG's discretion, and then you can go ahead and agree to the terms and place the order. And what that'll do is that'll put you in a queue, and then properties will be bought, and then you'll log on and you'll see them in your current holdings. Once you've sold properties, you can go in and go look at your details, and you can go, for example, and just kind of, here's a property. Oh, what happened here? Oh, this was bought in 2012, and we sold this property in January for $350,000. Bought it for $254. Return, obviously, that was a great return, 74, so 20% in a period of 4 or 5 months. But anyhow, overall, I would take a look at that if you're interested in. And then as far as Shop Prop goes, we just wanted to say that we appreciate it this year. It's been our biggest year ever in Shop Prop, and we appreciate your support. We love sharing the commission with our customers. We think it's just a better mousetrap from a standpoint that our customers are generally smarter. They're doing, obviously, finding the properties for themselves. They're doing even some of the research, and a lot of our clients are so advanced that they very even rarely need us even for pricing, even though we're willing to do that. Obviously, they're educated in general, and for that, obviously, they're getting paid. Our biggest rebate last month was over $20,000 to one person, and when you think about that in relationship to a transaction, with that person is just simply doing what a lot of people are now currently doing anyhow, where they start their search on the internet, they're finding properties, and then having us take it from there. Anyhow, I hope everybody has a great day, and have a great holiday. Thank you.